I'm Dan O'Connor of Hydro Armor Systems. Today's job is another redo. 5 years ago, one of these low-bidding bottom feeder companies told this homeowner that this job could be done for $5,000 and done in one day. It can't be done. We're here today, 5 years later, to rip it out and redo it. Now, I already know what I'm going to see. I'm going to show you today how a job can be done in a day and why. And I think that this is going to be probably the last video like this that I do, because I'm getting redundant now. It's the same thing. You're going to see the same thing. I'm going to try to explain how jobs need to be done. I'm going to show you how jobs need to be done, and they can't be done in one day for $5,000. I got 7 guys here today. This is my second day, and it's a redo. We're tearing it out and we're putting in ours, okay? We're probably going to finish it up tomorrow. Price for this job is $9,000. Can't be done for $5. It cannot be done properly for $5. I'm going to show you why. And it's all about making sense. It's not about a salesman making a commission or a subcontractor getting in and out in one day because he doesn't get paid enough money to do the job right, okay? Now this wall is moving. The wall is moving from lateral pressure, okay? That means there's still water outside. Water's not getting into whatever kind of system they put in. You cannot do a job like this properly for $5,000 in one day, okay? Now the first thing that you notice, you look at the concrete. I already know it's not a wide enough trench. You got a footer out to here. I guarantee you they got a 5-inch, 6-inch trench. Now, I showed you outside a 90-pound hammer, demo hammer. I can go through 15 inches of concrete with that. Don't need it here. I also showed you a medium demo hammer, 60-pounder. Don't need it here. This is a very, very light duty demo hammer. Don't need it here. Okay? Now this here is just a little tiny chipping hammer. So let's see what we got. This is how you get in and out of a job in a day. About 1/3 of the concrete needed. Width, depth. 1/3 of the work, 1/3 of the cost. That's how you low bid, all right? It's garbage. Oh, gee, look. I don't want to overexert myself. What is that? This isn't even concrete. What do you got? 3/4 of an inch? Don't put any heavy furniture on it. All right. Now, what is this? What is this, an experiment? What is that supposed to do? All right, look at the walls. Look at the walls. They're soaking wet. Okay, the experiment here, as you can see, this is really soaking wet, all right? The back of this plastic is wet. This is plastic, okay? This is like PVC. There isn't any mold on here, all right? Some of these guys sell you this PVC pipe with this black liner, which is an antimicrobial liner. No mold will grow in it. Mold doesn't grow on plastic, okay? It's impossible. And here we got this is PVC pipe, okay? I am certain that when the salesman is in your house, sitting across from you at the kitchen table, he shows you a certain kind of pipe, all right? This is not what he showed you, okay? This is like 3-inch garbage. All right? The wonderful things is that they tell you that my pipe can be crushed. All right? The pipe they're using, or the pipe they're showing you, is not the pipe they're using. All right? So, there you go. All right? Wonderful. Any tractor trailer is going to be driving around this basement. That's not the purpose of pipe. It's not a conduit of water. You know, there's a reason that system has to go to the bottom of the trench. See this? You see it? This is the PVC pipe. All the way up here. Okay? Now down here is where the water is. Okay? Here's the bottom of the footer. I didn't put the water there. Okay? If you dig your trench to the bottom of the footer and you put your pipe down at the bottom of the footer, okay, there isn't going to be any water. It's going to take the water into the pipe, get to the sump pumps. All right? Here's the pipe up here. All right? This is the width of their trench right here. The water is down there. And the trench really needs to be this wide. Can you see how wide it needs to be? It needs to be this much wider. $5,000 in and out in a day. Well, you can't do a job properly in a day. You can though, if you're only breaking out this much concrete. Because I need to break out this much concrete. That volume of concrete needs to be put into buckets and carried out of the house. We've tried conveyor belts and wheelbarrows and you name it. Best way, into buckets, carry it out, put it into the dump truck, haul it away. All right? Now, if I'm only going to dig my trench to here, or if a company's going to dig a trench to here, well, it's a lot less volume than this. Okay? This is about 20% of the job, of the actual labor that really needs to be done. This is 20%. So if they're only cutting out this much concrete, they're only digging down this far, okay, in and out in a day. But that's not how you do a job. With PVC pipe, there are more things that a salesman can talk about. They show up, if they showed you this, I don't think you'd buy the system. This is what they use. They show you something entirely different, okay? PVC pipe has a lot more salesy things that you can talk about, like, oh, it's more expensive. Yeah, it costs a little bit more money, but you know what? This is my company, my warranties. I'm the guy who spends the money on advertising. Do you think I want to go back on a job? If there was something better than ADS, why wouldn't I use it? For a couple of $100s? No. A PVC pipe job will cost you maybe about $100 more. Salesman uses the fact that it's got to be pitched and connected, and it's more expensive and it's harder to install. It's bullshit. Okay, here's your crock. This is what you get for $5,000. Galvanized. Now, this wall is coming in. The wall is coming in because of lateral pressure. Go to my lateral pressure video, okay? There's water outside the wall, building up, pushing on this wall. What we're doing is a pressure relief system. Gets the water in, no pressure. Here's their crock. Now, if you look down inside that crock, I don't know about you, but there's supposed to be PVC piping that's in this system going into this crock. Where is it? I don't see it. Let's break up the floor here a little bit. Anybody got like a ball peen 16-ounce hammer? That's all we'll need. Oh, maybe we don't need any kind of hammer at all. There we go. $5,000 one day. Where, oh, where is my PVC pipe? Where can it be? Hey, maybe they ran out of materials on this job and just didn't feel like going to get any more. Why bother? They only had the day. Look gonna put my glasses on. Still can't see it. Okay. You come around here. Let me get my glass back. Okay, there's a PVC pipe. All right. Right there. Is it? How's it supposed to get into that crock? Hmm? What's that all about? Huh? One day, $5,000. You seen enough yet? I'll find more. All right. Weed poles. My other favorite thing. All right, they got weed poles in here. All right. I don't know whether it's a triple cell or a double cell, but oops, they missed the mortar joints. Now, you might say mortar joints not much of a big deal, okay? But you see, the blocks are staggered. All right. The cell not only this has got a little hollow area, so this is a cell. And if this is a triple cell block, or a portion of this goes all the way up, that's a cell that goes all the way up. So the mortar joint needs to be drilled out as well. This is a double cell block. This is the mortar joint. Okay, right here's the mortar joint. Now, look up here. Okay, water can accumulate in there. And then one of these holes is above it. So if you don't drill this out, that water can build up all the way up. All right, got it? We getting on the same page yet? 1,000,000 times. Why not? What's it take, 2 seconds? You can be in and out of a job in a day if you, I don't know, let's see. They drilled out 2/3 of the weed poles. Okay? So that's they did 2/3 of the work. One day, $5,000. Now this is a trench. You might not be able to see it, but you're roughly right there. That's 16 inches. 6 inches for the footer, 10 inches beyond the footer. That's what a proper trench looks like. Okay? Among other things. I can't keep saying it. If you were to have paid too much for this job, you might have lost a little bit of money. But when you pay too little, that thing that you buy can't do that which you bought it for. And you've just thrown that money away. That back wall is moving. Possibility that because of hiring a low bidder, 5 years later, could have lost the whole rear wall. I don't do these videos just solely for myself. I can't do all of the jobs. I do a lot of estimates. I only got me and the boys. 2 crews. If you do hire another contractor, watch my videos, see how the specs have to be done. Sit in the middle of the basement and make sure they do it. And you'll get a good job.